So there, folks, welcome back to Towns with Charon and Velerious.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Payday. So this is my Let's Play today, so let's see what we're doing. So we're going to rob this Derpsville town, because it's 4 stores, once again, for that annoying little
4
thing
stores,
that
we've only got the one store here, Valerius.
There's an ATM in that one market stall, we'll just go straight in there. We're on obviously, overkill, it's the easiest way to do this.
By the way,
yeah.
Speaking about Payday, I wish we had the footage of you the other day playing it with Jade. Basically, I'm going to tell the people this story.
Okay.
Valerius was training Jade offline, okay? And Jade's like on like level 20, so they were doing nightclub.
On Overkill.
On Overkill to try and basically stealth it because the XP rewards are so big it would power level Jade.
Yeah.
So they're doing this mission and I sort of came down and I was just idly watching over Valerius' shoulder. And Valerius has a load of various macros programmed into his mouse and keyboard.
Oh god, I remember this now.
And he'd completely forgotten about this. And he went to go stab some guy with the toothbrush ship. And he must have accidentally hit one of his macro keys without realising. And his guy just kept permanently stabbing, like, at an incredibly rapid rate.
Yeah.
Just, like, repeatedly, like a fucking hand drill, just stabbing and stabbing and stabbing and stabbing and stabbing.
The guy was dead.
I know. We were all pissing ourselves laughing and he couldn't figure out what it was. And it turned out you had a macro on your keyboard that pressed E repeatedly.
Now, there is a reason I have that.
I know.
In Saints Row,
Yeah.
the 4th one, there is a Christmas mission. And part of the Christmas mission is you get to Santa's workshop and there are, like, candy cane bars on the door so you can't get in. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, jokingly, lick the candy cane bars or go around to the barn. And if you lick them, it's like, it fills the bar up a tiny little amount every time you lick them. And it's like, come on, guy, you could do something else. You can't do this for ages. Your finger's going to start hurting. So I was like, that's it. Fuck it. Going to put a macro on. So I put a macro on to see what it ended like. Went through the entire thing. They had a little spiel throughout the entire thing, which was amazing. And then, nothing actually happened. There was no reward or anything. I forgot to turn the macro off. Wow. So I ended up using it in Payday. There's a lot of good moments in Payday, because I have many tricks up my sleeve.
It was one of those moments where I wished we'd had fraps going.
It's like you never saw us hide behind the couch.
No, I didn't actually.
Where basically we got into the top part, we opened the safe, we got the bags, and I said to Jade, right, now hide behind this couch. And she went, surely there is many other places we could hide rather than this couch. I went, no, we have to hide in this exact spot behind the couch. You'll have to stand on me, because unfortunately, if we stand right here, all the guards stand right below you.
Yeah.
Because they don't know where you are. The pathfinding doesn't work in this one spot. And I was like, I've done this before, Jade, on Borderlands 2. Happened to find out the pathfinding for that dragon.
I remember watching you fight that boss on Borderlands 2, and you managed to find one little corner where you could cheese it up and just stand there and not be hit.
And it was amazing. It's essentially what I do with games.
I'm going to say it's part of the gaming experience, isn't it? Finding a way to cheese your way past a boss that's too hard for you to kill.
But not only that, but it's like, most of these games that I play, you have to play with more than one person. Payday 2, Borderlands 2.
And they tend to be balanced around multiple
Dead
people.
Island was another one, where I was meant to play with more than one person. Now, originally, obviously, you didn't have it and didn't like the game.
No.
So that left only Jade and Az was never on, so I ended up not playing with him. So, that left Jade. And everyone knows Jade's track record of being on and actually wanting to do shit. So in the end, I thought, well, fuck it. I've paid for this game. I'm going to finish this game. So I took it upon myself to basically go throughout the entire game by myself, picking up the best weapons I could, until I eventually got an M4 that had electric bullets. So when you shot a zombie, they just kind of weirded out on the floor for a long time. You could just stamp on their head.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember on Dead Rising, you had like a plastic head that was all wired up to electricity, and you used to just pop it on the zombies and watch them fry.
Yeah, and that was a goblin mask wired up with electricity.
I remember when you wore one of those with a cowboy outfit and rode around on a little girl's bike for pretty much the entire day, just riding around on a little girl's bike.
That was pretty much the highlight of Dead Rising.
That was hilarious.
But there's pretty much stuff like that all the time that I find in games. It's just what gamers do. You find a way around these obstacles if you can't do them with lots of friends.
This is true. You find not necessarily exploits, but ways to cheat the system.
You also find, like, certain places guards can't look or certain noises they don't hear. Like, I notice now shanking windows doesn't seem to make much of a noise.
Shanking windows? Sounds like some sort of dodgy porn star.
But you have to be directly in the middle for some strange reason. I tried to shank it from the side, like all around the sides, it wouldn't work, so I had to, like, hit control, so I stood, shanked it in the middle, then went back down, and, like, a question mark popped up for a second, and someone was like, oh, who was this? Someone stood over there? And then it just went away. I was just like, wow.
What colour road do we want for these scrubs?
We've not thought of a road yet. What roads are there? And we're getting like a shitty brown one or something. It has to match the roof, remember? So whatever we're doing for the roof, that's what that's going to be.
Oops.
Wherever I lay my hat, that's my
Let's
home.
pop this out. We haven't used this white road at all.
And considering it's white, we could do. What are the roofs though? Do we have a white
the
roof?
roofs, I think we discussed. What do roofs come under? Walls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roofs.
The broken roof. Because
Yeah.
this is Scrub Town, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
So do you think the white road looks best
Yeah.
there?
What was the point of the paths? Did we ever figure that out?
Not
gel
really.
It's like it doesn't really do much, does it?
I think it does the same thing a road does. It just doesn't look as good. Maybe you can put things on paths. Maybe that's why.
Because I mean, it looks that top left one looks the scrubbiest out
Yeah.
of everything. That would have been perfect, but actually, that's just stone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that one's just 2 stone.
I know it's 2 stone. That one. Oh
But
my god.
I mean, the problem with the paths is they don't fill out the full square.
It's so you could build it without doing a mason bench. Look, there's no mason bench.
Oh.
That's why it's to cut down on production.
But these ones do need a mason's bench.
The first one then is just without mason bench, so you can just dick around with it.
So weird.
The other ones are for colouring, I guess.
Yeah.
So, like, if you don't have a massive supply of stone, which is a bit stupid considering stone is the one thing in the world that there are lots of.
Look at this. I like this already.
I know. It's going to look good when we get it all set up and it's just like a little slum down.
We are
going
going to have to let them do a bit of hauling to get rid of the beef.
I know. Well, hopefully, once they turn into guards and everything, if we leave one guy, he should start hauling everything.
Well, once they've built this, they should shift that beef. It's
Yeah.
only because they're chopping stone and...
Chopping stone?
Yeah, look, they've got all that left to do.
Oh, wow. They've really gone through it, though.
Yeah, I know. They've got about half of it done, pretty much.
I know, well, there was a slime in there, then.
Maybe. It might have come from the siege.
Maybe. I was going to say, I never noticed that before. Or maybe there was just one little hole in there with a spider and a slime in, and that's why there's spider right and a slime thing down there.
Maybe.
Maybe like one thing we'd not noticed.
Who knows? It's really annoying that we lost those people last episode as well.
I know. This is going to slow down production.
I know, but once
An
this is
awful
built... Oh, man. Imagine how many
know.
towns we're going to have. The beef situation is going to have to be very carefully monitored when we move
yeah.
all those new people in. Because that's going to start getting out of hand, I think.
But hopefully it'll be fantastic. People are already walking round them, though. That's the reason why
yeah.
this back road, basically, from where that road starts,
Yeah.
all the way round, I want it doubled as fast as possible.
Yeah,
Because it'll stop people walking round this building then.
yeah.
Because there'll be no way round. They will have to just go along the path that we have defined for them. Which is what, hopefully, the plan will be. Because look, they're still doing it now, though.
I know. What can you do, though? They're going to keep doing that.
This is what I mean. Once we build it across, and there's only water there, they can't go across water. So they'll just be like, oh,
All I need to do
bro.
is just keep an eye on it and just keep putting, as they take the meat, just keep putting in the
Yeah.
bricks that we're going to need there.
Look at them take that meat. Delicious
Right,
meat.
that's going to be a thing. That's a
What you could
door.
do is start on the next one.
I think that should be wall. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah, I can do, but then it just means they're taking longer to shift the meat. Right, so this wall, instead of doing a double interior like this, we can just keep it as one block.
Yeah.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they can like bang on each other's wall and
In.
have like little parties and scrape down all the walls and do some graffiti in and shit.
Break the walls down.
I mean, these are like basically going to be the worst kind of people, but also the best kind of people because they do all the jobs.
Oh yeah, this
That's-
is the new Derp Force workforce.
Derp force, workforce.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's like poetry in words.
Poetry in words. Valerius.
Words in poetry.
I know it looks complicated, but I think that's right.
That looks very complicated. It looks slightly like a furnace. Look.
I know.
Do.
This is the best bit, laying the foundations, because you can actually visibly see the improvements happening.
Oh yeah, and once this is up and running, I reckon it also might mean that hauling gets done a lot faster.
It will do. Once we've got more people in,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's really going to help, especially like once we break into the lower level of dungeon.
Did we ever figure out if we can just drag all the rooms in at once as well? I don't think we can we?
Drag all the rooms in.
You know, like if you pick the room floor thing.
Oh no, I think I have to do that
you
room by
drag.
room.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. But it'll be
In
fine.
Prison Architect, they did it different.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Diddle-oo,
Things
diddle-oo,
are the
diddle-oo. That fucking song.
Oh man, look at us hammering down all these blocks. Oh god.
It is amazing.
Just
It is
imagine-
amazing. We need to give it like a name to this whole complex.
Just imagine that this was all made possible by the Craig Gummersall Foundation for Derpsvillians. Donate today to save a Derpsvillian from living on the street.
The Craig Gummersall Sanctuary for Homeless Townies.
Yep.
If it wasn't to learn to read good and do other things good as well.
If it wasn't for Craig Gummersall giving us this money in order to expand the houses, people would be sleeping on the beef right now. That's how bad this would be. Dirt beef.
There's nothing worse than when you're so poor you have to sleep on the beef.
Oh yes. Sleeping on the beef is the worst thing in the world.
Sounds like some sort of crazy euphemism.
Sleeping on the beef.
My girlfriend's on the blob, so I'm sleeping on the beef tonight, lads.
Why is the girlfriend got to be on the blob specifically for you to sleep on the beef?
It just sounded weird.
It now sounds a lot weirder than it would have been if you'd said something like, "Oh, just lost my house, sleeping on the beef." #YOLO.
Hashtag sleeping on the beef.
Hashtag sleeping on the beef. And that's our new hashtag of the week.
Hashtag of the week. Oh my
Hashtag
god.
of the week.
Yeah, we're going to have to get some jingles or something.
Yes.
You can set them up to your macros, so when you push a button, it just goes, it's the hashtag of the week.
What I need to do is make a macro as well that holds down shift for you.
Why?
Because, right, when you press, like, say...
Like a shift toggle, is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? Yeah. That would be quite handy, actually.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? For quite a lot of things in life.
Mm.
Quite a lot of things in life require the shift button to be either held down or tapped very gently. In an erotic way. God, these fucking people, move your beef.
Move your beef, move your fucking beef.
She literally came out with more beef
Siege.
and weirded it
I
out.
was like, why did she just stop? She was moving the beef.
Yeah, that's
5
fine.
spiders.
Oh, that's fine. What bad could have happened?
is-
6
it
more
is-
civilians dead.
No! It really is siege season again, isn't it?
Siege season.
3 sieges in 2
It's because it
episodes.
knows we're making houses, so it's like, right, that's it. They've been
Yeah.
with for too long.
It
They're going to die
almost is.
now.
It almost is like it waits for you to queue up jobs,
Yeah.
and then the more jobs you have queued up, the more it does it. Another siege has just spawned.
Wow, siege season. Derp.
It's another set of 5 spiders. Where
What
did the
the
other
fuck?
spiders get to? Oh, they are.
Derp. This is so...
It's crazy, isn't it? It's
Stupid.
actually crazy.
Oh yeah, put that wall in behind that fucking place as well.
What wall?
Behind the hospital. You know we've got to trap them there.
You want me to? The problem
Yeah.
is they can walk over the flowers now.
Not if we put it behind that wood. You know, at the end of the wood. So it just goes straight back.
We still have to put it 2 blocks high, so
Oh, yeah.
they can't walk over
It
it.
still has to be 2 blocks high. But we could easily do that because we could put scaffolding in front of it. Because it's going at the
The
back.
thing I worry about doing that is whether there's some sort of thing that will allow them to punch through the walls, you know, like trapped heroes do,
Even if they do, we could fix that.
to purposely prevent you from doing it.
I don't think they will have. I think it's stupid enough to not have thought of that. Oh, the fucking spiders crawling all over the beef. The beef's spilling into the houses. It's all going
They're
wrong.
rubbing all their spidery juices all over the beef. It's just got like strands of web
cow,
on it.
That cow's upside down on the fucking table. Just chopping him up. Well done,
Fourth wing killing it really slowly.
Slowly slitting off its hoofs. How do you like
Where's
that,
Alpha,
Mr.
you
Cow?
little bastard?
What is-
Milk spraying everywhere.
Why is the cow the source of information for the town?
Milk and blood. Bits of beef.
Cow blood runs up. Wet season's coming. Cow blood runs down. Derp season running.
Wet season.
Wet season. Spider cuts, spider dies.
Yep.
Look at this, it looks beautiful.
It does look beautiful.
We could probably start putting some of the road in.
I already like this. I was going to wait and let them... I want to get the walls in place.
Nah, they're probably going to take more than that. 'Cause the minute you stop building things, basically, they're going to start getting more stone.
Oh,
And when
look,
they go in
brought
there,
his
they
heads
won't.
up.
They won't do anything with beef. If you're building stuff, they're near the beef, so they just do it because it's near them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the weird pathing
I think,
code.
a lot of them are doing this
Yeah.
mining.
But the minute you put the stone down, you know that you want a floor,
Mm.
they won't come down here to mine it. They'll put this floor down, then go and make some more beef or haul it.
Should I put a little bit of road down?
Yeah. Trust me, senpai. Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, Valerius. Look at
Oh,
my
that's so
look
nice.
at the
Oh.
length of my road.
Oh, it's so big. Oh god. Put the doors in. No, don't put the doors in. Can't do that anyway. We've got to chop wood. Chop wood. Chop wood.
We actually have got like 100 odd wood.
I know we have, but we need more wood. More wood. We have to build wooden beds.
More
Wooden
wood.
doors.
How many more houses are we doing?
Quite a few. We said something like 7 rows, didn't we?
7 rows. Do you
Yeah.
want to go up to like up
Yeah.
to here-ish?
Basically, where that water comes would be ideal. If you go down
1,
here.
2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 8 rows.
If we go here, so it stops where that water is.
Yeah.
They essentially can't walk past it then, so they will have to walk around it when the back wall is too high. So they will have to go the way we tell them.
Either that or they're going to start walking around the whole fucking lake.
If they do, we'd have to quickly
And
take
back.
out like a bit of road. And
If
then
they
we'll have to
do
build
that, I'm
round.
going to be... That's it, I quit.
It would not surprise me. Some of them will probably still do that.
Hey, first bit of road stuff.
Yay, it looks awful. Everything is awful.
That's quite good.
Welcome to...
I like the idea of it being all sort of monochrome, like it's,
Yeah,
you know, mass-produced sort of housing.
made out of paper mache.
Yeah. It's like a shanty town attached to the side of it. The pity there isn't like a corrugated iron roof. That'd be incredible.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Although then again, if you could have iron buildings, we could have built a fucking ironworks long ago for our weapon factory we're going to build.
I think you can...
Do you have iron blocks?
I was going to say,
Let's have a look.
is it...
Walls? No. Decorative walls, maybe. Clay. Gold.
Oh, it was gold. You can make one out of gold.
Or sand. Mud wall. Sand wall. Bone wall.
Bone wall.
It does not decay. Decorative wall, what we got?
Oh, yeah, iron makes the iron bars.
Fancy brick what?
Fancy brick fence.
Oh, that's quite nice.
It does look quite nice.
Have that and a hedge outside a big
Well,
mansion. That'd be amazing.
Ixnay on the ancient May, Valerius.
I didn't mention any specific mansion. I just said around a mansion would be nice. You're the person who's now mentioned a
Yes.
specific mansion.
I had already thought about using that. Along with the hedges for a hedge maze.
But I just say things as, you know, like it could be anything. Like, oh, that looks nice. It would go in a garden. It's nay on that specific house, eh? It's like, that doesn't make any sense, Sharon. I just said, in a house, it would look nice.
It's going to be great.
It would be nice.
It's nice.
If you hadn't said that, Craig Gummerson would have gone, yeah, guys, you got to build a mansion. We would have been like, oh, no, we never planned for that. Oh, no. What a shame. Oh, guys, oh, no. That's this series over. We can't do any more.
Wow,
No.
they're actually leaving quite a bit of mud just outside the fucking thing. What is that? Oh, it's the flag. It's
Well,
the
also
patrol
as well, also, it's not mud for a start.
Stone.
If
I
that
meant-
is
I
mud,
meant
that's
stone.
a bit of a
flag.
problem.
Shut up, Valerius.
They're shitting bricks is the correct terminology.
You're going to be shitting my fist.
If you look, they are shitting bricks on their way with the road. Roadway.
Right, I've got two more rows of heads dealt with.
We've got a lot.
How are we
of
doing for heads? We've got a lot of Snicker
God.
and Hobgoblin heads.
So many heads.
We're down to 3 pages. That's not too bad. It's manageable.
We need to put down more.
Yeah.
Put loads of Snickers.
Snickers.
Snickers. Get some nuts.
So if I put...
Snickers. Are there Snickers floating in Derpsville?
Oops. I'll put another row of Snickers there.
Their heads are on pikes.
A row of Snickers
You know, it'd be really ironic
there.
if we found out after all this that basically when you put heads on spikes, it actually encourages monsters to attack you because they think you're badass. And all this time, Craig Gummersoul's just been doing it for a complete laugh.
Oh,
and
that
he's
would
just
be
now
so
laughing at
annoying.
us.
If it increases the siege
Yeah.
frequency.
And he's just sat there laughing, going, they're now playing on super hard mode because of all the heads
I've
I've
had
made them put up.
2 years worth of Hobgoblin heads. They're completely fucked.
It's like this would technically now be very hard mode by that logic.
Yeah.
Which it does feel like it. They did kill a fucking headmasher, man.
I know, we lost the headmasher.
I reckon what they did was bonk him on the head. It's a shame you can't make coloured helmets.
It is
That would be
annoying.
nice.
He had decent armour on as well.
know.
That's the thing.
It's just one of them things. He got gang-piled.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then faked
And he
his
was
own
probably mildly injured from other fights because they don't seem to heal up until they're like literally on death's door.
Yeah. I reckon that's something we've done in the hospital. I reckon they don't like it.
No, I don't think it's the hospital. I think it's just something to do with the coding that it's like they don't consider themselves injured till they've lost a certain amount of health.
Maybe. Like
Probably to stop the bears spending all day in the hospital.
Yeah. Like if they've lost 15% of their health,
Yeah.
they'll heal.
It's more than 15%. Because think how much the bear loses when he turns from bear to human.
Quite a bit.
So the threshold has to be lower than that, otherwise they would constantly turn into a human and go straight to the infirmary. Which would be
helpful.
useful, yeah, actually.
But
But
now
I
you think
mean,
about it, it would be very helpful.
well, they would get trapped in a sort of healing loop, that's the problem, ultimately.
Yeah, well, if they had coded the fucking bear properly.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. They coded the fucking bear properly. I mean, how retarded is it that the bear doesn't even...
Fucking
You
Craig
take the
Gummersoul.
helmet off and they're still a bear. They're still cursed.
Fucking Craig Gummersoul. I bet he was just sat next to us, ramming his elbow into our shoulders, going, "Hey guys, put that Mask of the Beast on that guy. Come
Yeah, I
on,
know.
Put him on. Auto-equip him, guys.
Why don't you
Everyone do
get
it."
every townie to try on the Mask of of the beast.
Come on, guys, it's a good idea, guys. Guys,
I'm
do
sure
it.
nothing bad will happen.
Oh, God, guys, it's really good. That's it, just rub that mask of the beast all over your face.
God, look at all this open space.
Now you're a bear. I know, we could have a town down here.
gonna
we
say-
could build a home here.
Yeah.
It's lush,
This is
fertile rock.
this is lush, fertile land.
No, rock.
Son,
It's not land.
Come shit with me.
Land is made from dirt.
Yeah, we could totally build houses down
It's a
here.
lush, fertile dwarven home. We could build a dwarven village here.
Yeah, totes. And I think,
We could just build an entire tavern down there, like an entire tavern town.
wow, just
That'd
like
be
a
amazing.
huge brothel.
Yeah.
An underground brothel.
An underground brothel, just bringing in loads of dwarfs.
Yeah.
And townies could go down there for all their dwarfy needs.
It's just entirely populated by
Yeah.
blue hats.
Blue hats.
Blue
just
hat
all
town.
down there. Welcome to the dwarf brothel.
It'd be like in Demolition Man, you know, the people like live in the sewers underneath the city.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. Have a whole civilization down there.
Oh god, it'd be amazing. I want to do this now.
Ooh.
There needs to be no restrictions on games. I want to do silly shit like this.
Yeah.
It's like there needs to be more
Well,
games
I mean,
like
the
this
problem with
nowadays.
Dungeons is it's only one floor high, but what we could do is, once they've done this one, we could knock out the floor,
Yeah.
which takes us down to this level, and knock out this level. So then we've got a 3 high thing, so we can actually
Yeah.
build houses down there. That'd be pretty cool.
You know what would also be pretty cool?
What?
If they made a game, right, where you start with survivors, and they don't just survive. Because every time you play a game, right, towns, everything, banished, you start with an amount of people, okay?
Yeah.
What amount of people have they selected that always, for some reason, work together?
What, so you want, like, something where they just, like, all get on each other's tits and kill each other and stuff?
Yeah, so basically, like, the minute they start, like, Jeffrey doesn't want to be with the group, so he goes off somewhere, and, like, when everyone's building, he comes back and goes like, hey, Marie, come in the woods, I found something. Takes her in the woods, and then
Kills her.
she becomes a tribeswoman, and then there's, like,
He
loads of
takes her to
little
the woods
tribes
and
going
rapes and kills her. It's like, Jeffrey has
Yeah.
raped and killed Susan again. Oh no. Yeah, one tiny down.
Only without the raping and killing.
Well, it could be like a band of
fact-
criminals that escape from prison that are trying to start a new life.
I think there is a game like that.
Is there?
I think it's Clockwork Empires or something.
Not
And it's
heard of
basically, while you're playing, your people will have different, like, feels and needs. And, like, there's a dark cult that can be formed. So
Yeah.
one of your people just starts learning about dark arts and goes, okay, I'm going to get everyone in on this, basically. And he could convert your entire camp to dark arts and no one to do any work and start killing everyone. Or you can get, like, cannibals who basically eat each other and such. Like, clever cannibals who invite, like, Susan to their house and then eat her.
that. Susan. Poor Susan.
Welcome, Susan. I've just been raped and killed in the woods. Well, it's not a good day to be you, Susan.
I'm afraid it's not your lucky day, Susan. Unzips pants.
Are you going to rape me? No, I'm going to eat you. And then rape you.
Oh. Right, after that wonderful interlude, Valerius, I'm going to pause Derpsville if I can fucking get the map to stay still. Your
Oh my God.
highly sensitive mouse.
You could turn it down
Paused.
and quicker fly.
Right, so we're going to leave it there, man. I think that's pretty good. We've got quite a lot done, and we need to move a bit of this beef so we can finish that off. I also put in an order for a chop because they've used a bit of wood making these heads on sticks. But we are actually getting everything under control now, and hopefully, once this is built, we'll have enough people to really start motoring ahead on a big project. Awesome work. But for now, we'll see you guys next time. Say bye-bye, Valerius.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.